It's all up to you. Woo! Welcome back, adventurers. Today, I want to talk to you about that little thing that seems so easy and yet somehow eludes so many of us. Happiness. I mean, that's like why we're here, right? Is just to be happy, just to have a good time, and whatever that means to you. Whether you're happy when you're making a difference in someone else's life, or you're happy when you're going to work, or you're happy running on the trails. We're all just trying to do things that make us happy. And recently, I've been kind of catching myself in places and situations where I used to be and where I normally would be and I should be really happy, but I'm not really feeling it. I feel like it's forced, or I'm in the passenger seat as these fun events are happening around me. Case in point, Coachella, or I went to a Dodgers game a little while ago, and I was like, I should be just ecstatic here. I should be thrilled and enjoying myself. And instead, I found my mind preoccupied with worries and concerns for the future and just, what ifs. Instead of just enjoying what I was doing right in that moment. I went out with friends a little while ago, and we went to one bar, and then I was just like, oh, I'm bored here, let's go somewhere else. We went to another bar, and it was like, I'm really bored here too. And we went to another bar, and while, yeah, the music had something to do with it, and the fact that there was nobody else out, it all contributes. But by the time we got to the third bar, I was like, okay, I'm either gonna waste this night by not being happy, or I'm just gonna smile and make my own happiness wherever I am. And the same thing for Coachella. I was sitting back, hanging out, and just waiting for the night to come, because that was when I was going to be happy, because I wouldn't have to worry so much about the temperatures and drinking enough water and staying out of the sun. And these are all valid concerns, but they were ruling my mind, and my mind was running wild with just these worries instead of taking into account the fact that I was there with my friends in the sun and having a great time. So I really needed that reminder, and I feel like it's good for all of us to be able to check ourselves. If you feel like you're somewhere where you should be happy and you're not feeling it, maybe it's a point in your life, or maybe you're on the trail and you're not really paying attention to the views around you. You're running. I was running today in a beautiful park, but I was just so focused on the pain, and yes, sometimes it's painful. But I didn't appreciate where I was. So I stopped and I looked out into the valley, and there's this butterfly, this huge monarch butterfly, just flying right in front of my eyes. You can't make this stuff up. You can, but I promise you I'm not. And it just landed on this branch, and I was just standing there watching it. And I'm not going to tell you that I stood there and I was like, oh my God, the beauty of the earth, everything is wonderful. I did for about 2 seconds, and then I was bored. And I was watching this beautiful butterfly, and I was like, okay, I need to get back on the run. And those are those moments where you can remind yourself, you don't have to just worry about the future and keep on going. You can enjoy the present moment and doing what you're doing. And if you can continually remind yourself to do that, just to take a deep breath and ground yourself in what you're doing, then you will create happiness in even dull moments, or in wonderful moments, like when you're looking at a butterfly in a park on your long run. So no matter where you're going or what you're doing, just take a deep breath and remind yourself that you have the choice to be happy. You can choose that for yourself. You don't have to have the perfect situation set up in order for that to happen. You can just be happy, even if it's not ideal or perfect. You make it happen. So have you guys been having happy days, or have you been kind of struggling with keeping it real and keeping it in the moment? Let me know in the comments. I'll be back tomorrow with more adventures. And just breathe. Breathing is the best thing you can do to ground yourself and to remind yourself that you can choose to be happy, because you can. You guys all have the capacity for happiness, capacity for joy. You can make it happen for yourselves. And I hope that you do. I hope you are all happy, because we all deserve that. Back tomorrow.